Hey again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for tonight, November 17th, 2011. This Impact taping the aftermath of Turning Point from this past Sunday. There was some okay wrestling in their okay segments, but we saw new champion crown and a return. So let's get it started with Bobby Roode, the still TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He defeated AJ by hook or crook to retain the title. Bobby Roode came out saying, "Oh, I beat AJ, yada yada yada, and Storm lost to me, and I won, beat AJ fair and square. I'm a fair champion." Yeah, right, Storm. You did not win fair and square. You beat AJ by cheating, getting the tights of all things. Sorry, allergies again. So then we had Storm coming out. Storm's, of course, mad that he got taken out of the match against Roode last week. Roode was supposed to defend in a rematch against Storm, but Storm was attacked. And Storm said tonight, the main thing is, I'm out with a concussion, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and hunt for the man that attacked me last week. That would be the thing that Storm did for the rest of the evening, and he did find out who attacked him. I'll get to all of that in a minute or two. Or three. You know what I meant. Anyway, so Storm talks about things. He thinks Roode did it. It turned out Roode wasn't the man who did it. Like I said, we'll find out who did it later. So then that brings out AJ Styles, the man that was screwed by Bobby Roode last Sunday at the pay-per-view. And AJ talked about Roode turning his back on Fortune and screwing AJ. And of course, Storm. That led to a little fight between AJ and Bobby Roode. Little brawl that got broken up with Sting coming out announcing that AJ will get another shot against Bobby Roode at Final Resolution in December. This time in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Would be very interesting. But Storm was still out, but Roode wasn't done. Roode took Dixie Carter. He put his hands on the TNA president. And AJ made the save, but Roode attacked AJ again. He put AJ's body on top of Dixie's, attacking him on top of Dixie. And caused the backstage agents and Sting went out to save Dixie before any other damage could be done. But AJ and Dixie felt the wrath of the new evil Bobby Roode. First match after that came, which was the television title on the line as the new champ, Robbie E, with his main man, Robbie Terry, took on Devon with his main man, the Pope D'Angelo De Niro, at ringside with him. As an opener, decent, okay opener, a little slow because it's Robbie E. You know, the television championship is as worthless as Robbie E. So there was a little interference going on. Eric Young came out midway towards the match with his steel chair, trying to attack Rob Terry. And Rob Terry got a little involved as well as he got involved and beat the crap out of Pope D'Angelo De Niro. While all this was happening with Eric Young, the Wild Man, at ringside, Devon's sons, who were at ringside, got over the guardrail. They were at ringside. They jumped the guardrail to check on Pope, because Pope's been kind of like their second father figure for the last couple months. We've been seeing them hanging with the Pope a lot. So Devon was mad at his boys for jumping the guardrail because Devon feels that the boys shouldn't get involved unless Devon tells them they could. But Devon got too distracted, got in a roll-up by Robbie E. Robbie E. rolled them up 1, 2, 3, retaining the TNA Television Championship. And Devon mad as hell at his sons. Maybe Rebels going on, man. Even like I said, his sons are a little bit in the Pope. They've been a love-hate relationship with the Pope and Devon. So we'll see what happens there with Devon and his sons and their continuing storyline. Then after that, we had a tag team match. An X-Division tag team match as the champ, the steel champ after Sunday, Austin Aries, teamed up with one of his 3 opponents from this past Sunday, Kid Cash, to take on the other opponent, Jesse Sorensen, and the former champ, Brian Kendrick. Austin Aries didn't work most of the match. It was mostly Kid Cash being the guinea pig to attack Jesse and Brian, with Austin Aries only coming in a few times because the man was down. He was trying to get a cheap win, like what happened. Kid Cash had the win, but Austin Aries stole it from him, so he was trying to do that again. But it didn't work this time. There was continuity between these two men. There was an okay matchup, pretty decent match with good spots from Kendrick and Jesse. Jesse looks better and better. I think Jesse will win the title in 2012. Give him a couple more good singles wins over other big X Division guys and give Jesse the championship in 2012 if he proves worthy of being the champion. He's kind of had with decent matches with Austin Aries, beating him in a non-title match 2 weeks ago. But it was Austin Aries who walked out on Kid Cash. Kid Cash wanted to tag out, but Austin Aries didn't. So Kid Cash slapped Austin Aries in the belly to get in. But just as Austin came in, Austin slapped back Kid to get back in. Austin walked out on his partner, and Kid Cash got a pin by Jesse, as Jesse and Brian Kendrick won the match. And hopefully, maybe Jesse will get another shot as soon as Final Resolution. Speaking Final Resolution, that landed to our next match, a 10 Knockouts Gauntlet match to determine the number one contender for the new TNA Knockouts champion, Gail Kim. It was like, started out with Velvet Sky taking on Rosita. Rosita was out, and Velvet stayed in. Next woman was Tessmacher. Tessmacher got out by Velvet. Angelina Love came in. She was the one that took Velvet out. And then the fifth knockout to come in was Mickie James going all the way, defeating Angelina, Sarita, Winter, ODB, and despite a little interference from ODB, Madison Rayne, because after ODB lost to Mickie, ODB spiked her a little bit, gave her a move, leaving her out to dry for Madison Rayne to get an easy win. But Madison took too long to get to the ring. Enough time for Mickie to get a roll-up and a win, winning the gauntlet, beating Madison, getting the victory, and Mickey's now your new number one contender for the new Knockouts champ, Gail Kim. I know Karen would have been very happy to have one of her bitches, Madison, to take on Gail, who is another one of Karen's little holes. That's the Tina. Karen's little holes. Speaking of Karen Jarrett, she got involved in our next segment with Jeff Hardy coming out about beating Jeff Jarrett not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times beat Jarrett at the Turning Point pay-per-view. Talking about that and everything, about being back and everything. And despite people dogging him, he's still standing and still in TNA. So then here comes Karen talking about the bad things and everything, and yada, yada, yada. And Karen was trying to set up Hardy for a Jeff Jarrett attack, which Jarrett got caught by Hardy. Karen tried a low blow, but got caught again. But Jarrett got a little bit of Hardy before Hardy put some reversals and Irish whips, clotheslines, nailing Jarrett until Jarrett went out of the ring before getting any other damage, including a twist of fate. So apparently this Jarrett Hardy feud ain't over, despite Jarrett losing to Jeff Hardy at Turning Point. So there you go. Next match was for the TNA Tag Team Championships. Mexican America thought they had the night off. They felt there was no more competition with beating Inc. Motor City Machine Guns out with injuries, Beer Money broken up, and Generation Me getting fired. Mexican America felt there was no competition left. So Sting put his own team together. Crimson and Matt Morgan, days after their no contest at the Turning Point pay-per-view, putting Morgan and Crimson together to challenge Mexican America, Hernandez, and Anarquia with Rosita and Sarita at ringside for the TNA Knockouts title, tag team titles. Well, Rosita and Sarita were the tag team Knockouts champs, so anyway. It was okay matchup. It was a little slow going with big men in there, but it was still a decent matchup, and thankfully Rosina and Sarita didn't get involved. The match ended with Crimson nailing a suplex move, and Morgan giving Anarchia the exclamation point, literally the Goblin footprint. 1, 2, 3. Matt Morgan and Crimson are now your new TNA Tag Team Champions. Now, the only other bad guy tag team is British Invasion. And maybe Robbie E and Robbie T, but that tag team will suck. So, and by the way, the television championship is as worthless as Robbie E's career. So there you go. That's what I think about TV title. But anyway, back to the tag team. What will happen with Matt Morgan and Crimson being champs? We'll see how they do. You know what I mean? Crimson was felt. Crimson and Matt Morgan are like the same boat. The big men, they were pushed very heavily to get a title shot. Matt Morgan was in the main event for title shots. Never got the win. But now he gets the tag team title. Maybe one of these two can take this tag team win the titles and elevate one of them to main event status again in another title shot, and maybe one of them, Morgan and Crimson, winning the TNA World title. We'll see what happens there. Next, in our main event, Gunner in a rematch against Garrett Bischoff. Last week it ended in a 1-minute disqualification victory for Garrett Bischoff, helping Sting to rewrite Eric Bischoff's contract or whatever. But Garrett Bischoff didn't like the way it ended, being a quick disqualification victory for him. He wanted to win it fair and square, despite the fact that Gunner had help. Gunner had Bischoff and Flair at ringside, but Garrett had Sting. And it was not the best main event of the world. Should have been a better main event, but still. Okay matchup despite Eric Bischoff cheating. It was Garrett who got the win over Gunner fair and square with a DDT victory over Gunner. Now Garrett Bischoff, referee turned wrestler, reminds me of another TNA referee turned wrestler, Shane Sewell, who it was like a couple years ago, back in 2008. He was like a blonde referee guy. And he feuded with Duvall a little bit. And had a little matches. And Shane Sewell was a pretty good referee turned wrestler. So we'll see how Garrett Bischoff does. He's not the best yet. Maybe a few more weeks and Garrett could impress me, but who knows? Because he's Bischoff's son, he make it a little big push. But it'd be unfair being the boss's son and all. So we'll see what happens with Garrett Bischoff. Good luck to him in the future. Our last segment was James Storm coming out to the Tubman, who attacked him last week, screwing him out of TNA title match. James Storm went looking in the back all night long, questioning Samoa Joe, Bully Ray, questioning a lot of people. And it wasn't rude, as I mentioned. So Storm's like, I don't know who it is, but I'm blaming everybody at this point. First man I'm going to call out is AJ Styles. He picked AJ first because AJ was the one who got the title shot against Rude at Turning Point, and also gets another one at Final Resolution. And James is like, you did this to me so you can get another title shot against Rude, knowing that I won't be able to get another shot because of me being injured because of that attack. But AJ was like, are you serious, man? Storm, you're paranoid. Storm's losing it, man, because Rude was like his top guy. Rude was his tag team partner. And ever since Rude turned his back on him, Storm's been like, blaming everybody for everything. So then he was about to lay his hands on AJ. But Cass came in and tried to make sure no more members of Immortal would turn their backs on each other after what happened with Rude and all. So Storm, Cass, and AJ all walked to the back, cooler heads prevailing. But then, as Storm was walking back from underneath the ring, Kurt Angle made his return tonight after being injured with knee injury, attacked James Storm, but laying in the ring, revealing that he was the one who attacked Storm. As we all know, James Storm was the one who beat Kurt Angle for the TNA World title at Impact a few weeks back. That was Angle's last match. And Angle's like, Storm, you beat me for the title. You screwed me out of my title. Now I'm going to screw you of that honor. And that's why I attacked you. Well, he didn't say that, but you know what I meant. So Angle attacked Storm again and said, Storm, I'm the man. I'm the one who attacked you. So we'll see how this Angle Storm feud develops, but it may not develop that much because Storm is really out with a concussion. That's why the storyline of Angle attacking him happened. It may be Storm may not wrestle for a month or two, but probably when he is healthy again, he'll probably go for a match against Angle at whatever pay-per-view is next, whether it's Final Resolution, Genesis, etc., etc. So, okay, Impact tonight, we saw a return, like I said, Angle back, new TNA Tag Team Champions, Crimson and Matt Morgan. It was okay wrestling, but still, it's TNA. What do you expect? That is it for my TNA Impact Wrestling review. See y'all later. Comment below, what do you guys think of tonight's show? What do you think about Angle coming back and being James Storm's attacker? What do y'all think about Storm and AJ2 at Final Resolution? What do you think about the new Tag Team Champions, Crimson and Morgan? How fair they're going to do? And any other wrestling thoughts on tonight's show, comment below, subscribe, and like this video. Thank you very much. You've been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you very much. See you all later. Yeah.